Hello. Okay, let me get set up here. All right. So, the stickers that you guys see, I created on my silhouette cameo. I'm so excited to use them in this spread. But anywho, I figured I would just kind of walk you guys through the bullet journal weekly setup and then talk a little bit also about goal planning. So, what I like to do is have like a big goal, like a couple of big goals for the month, usually three, and then I'll break it up through the weeks, like into small chunks of things that I need to do in order to really accomplish that goal. And then also, even though I try to stick to my goal plan, if things slide a week or day or whatever, I don't beat myself up either. So let me talk through what I'm doing now a little bit. So I want to order some pins and t-shirts so that I could sell on my website. Of course, I have nachesnow.com, but the shop end of it is thelifecleanse.co. So I have been looking for the perfect pin company and the perfect type of t-shirt to create my design, because I had some t-shirts for sale but when I ordered a sample, I just didn't like the quality of the t-shirt. So I've been doing a crazy amount of research to figure out what t-shirt blank that I want to use in order to put my design on. And I think I figured it out. So stay tuned on that. So that's like why ordering pins and t-shirts is like a big goal for me. So that's why I wanted to just put it up front and center, just to remind myself that I should be doing things during the week to work towards that big goal. Even if I don't order it this week, I just want it to be top of mind. So as you guys see, I'm using the stickers that I created on my silhouette cameo. And know that I use the Avery label paper. I'll link to what I use below. I'm actually about to try another online or another, shall I say, sticker sheet that doesn't have the slits in the back, because the thing about the Avery, it works great. I love how thin and transparent it is. It just melts onto the paper, which is why I use it versus using Silhouette sticker paper or using the Cricut sticker paper, because their paper tends to be super thick. I'll show you an example of how thick it is in a moment, because if you look at the goal and the to-do, those were actually printed on the Silhouette clear sticker paper, but they are hard as a brick, and they're raised a little bit off of the paper. And I didn't I didn't get a really good solid print from my laser printer. It printed kind of spotty. It wasn't as smooth as it usually is when I print on my Avery label paper. But the Avery label paper, let's say if I decided to sell my stickers, isn't the greatest because it has the slits in the back and then it has like this big old Avery print on the back. So it just doesn't look as professional, but I just love the quality of it. So right now I'm just creating the stickers for myself, but you all might see some stickers in the future if I could find the right sticker paper or sticker company to create the quality of stickers that I want. Because I like them like super thin, transparent, and I like the top of the sticker to have like a matte finish. Now look at this. Look how stiff this is. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's not terrible. Let me see if I can get it in focus here. You can kind of see. Okay. But anywho, I just don't like it. It's not terrible, but I'm very particular on how I like how the sticker quality of my paper is. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm recording this over this early in the morning, so my brain is kind of mush right now. But anyway, let me talk about what I'm doing with this spread. So for my bullet journal, I don't use it for work, my 9 to 5. I really just use it for my nights and weekends and my days off. So usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's not much I can do in a like 2, 3 hour window when I get home after I eat. So sometimes when I'm doing spreads, I'll just make the area for those 4 days super small because I know I'm not doing a lot. And then I'll make Friday and Saturday, Sunday huge, especially if I'm off that Friday, because I know that I'm going to be getting the bulk of the work done. So it could be like working on my hobby, it could be working on one of my side hustles, for example, like recording an episode, editing an episode, working on my website, creating products to go onto my webpage, whatever that might be. It's usually happening on the weekends. I used to do a lot more during the week, but I haven't as much. So for this spread, I also, instead of using a sticker for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I decided to just do a little bit of hand lettering, just for fun. And I like, just because I'm a color junkie like this, I like how the color of the marker on the page, the color of the marker pen, and then my watch that I have all kind of like blend together, and the spread blends kind of like these neutral desert colors. I love it. Anyway, I'm nerding out here. But anywho, know that when I create my spreads, they're usually just kind of like on the fly. When I sit down, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And then it just kind of comes to me. If for some reason I get stuck and I'm like, I don't know how I want this spread to look, then I'll usually go on to Instagram or Pinterest for inspiration. I have a I have a bullet journal board on Pinterest, a public one, but then I also have several private ones that I keep. And I keep the private ones mainly because sometimes the bullet journal photos aren't the best. And I'm a Pinterest junkie, and I like all the pins that are actually going to show up on my account to look really beautiful. So if there's ever like a topic that I'm collecting images on, and I know that there's going to be some images that are quality, but they're still inspirational, I'll usually put those on a private board. Okay. And then also on Instagram, if you don't do this already, you could save posts that you like into collections. So I have sticker collections, t-shirt collections, I have design collections, plant collections, all kind of collections, bullet journal collections. So I can see all of the photos that I really liked and find inspirational all in one place. So if you're not sure what I mean by that, let me know and I can make a video on it. But just because the letters felt like they needed like a little pop, I'm just adding the yellow that I use to write order pins and t-shirt. I'm adding that yellow to the inside of the lettering just to give it a little dimension for fun. Yeah. So I was talking about goals. Let me get back to goals. I like to, for the week, have my to-do list. And then I try not to keep it or make it, too long. So here I'm just going to put 4 or 3 items. I might add a fourth. And these are some things that I just want to try to get done sometime this week. So usually I'll have my to-do list are just things that could be done any day, but then I'll also have things that I need to do on a specific day. Those things I'll just write, underneath that day of the week. But if it's some like general stuff that I can do anytime during the week, I'll just put it in my to-do area. And that's if I create a to-do area. I don't do that every week for this journal. I love look at all those coffee cups. I love it. I'm actually, as soon as I record and post this, I'm on my way to one of my favorite coffee shops. So this is funny. Usually on Sunday, and this is actually when I'm kind of doing this voiceover recording, I go out for breakfast and coffee. So I'm just already putting the pancakes and coffee to symbolize go out for coffee and breakfast. Hope you guys liked this journey, going on this journey with me. Um, oh, I forgot. I did add a little quote because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's missing a little something. Missing just a little something. I'll move it up in a second so you guys can see it. There. So I wrote, money is energy and it's always flowing. I heard that on some podcast. So anytime I read something or hear something on a podcast, usually I open my notes app on my phone and just record like whatever the saying is, just so I could use it in the future in a bullet journal or create like a quote for a future post on Instagram. But I like this because I think it symbolized like sometimes people um, always have a negative connotation when they talk about money, but you shouldn't. Money is kind of how we do things. It's okay to make money. It doesn't have to be bad or evil. Money is good. Money helps people. So, knowing that it is energy, it's always flowing. If you have a positive mindset about money and put in the work, money will come to you. So I just thought that I would add that to the spread just to give it a little pop and then kind of energize me to figure out like how I want money to flow into my life. And that's really by making things that I love and making them available for others. So there we go. This is the spread. What do you guys think? It's super simple. There's a lot of room to write my to-do list, to journal in. I feel like it's perfect for the week.